limits sixth session. Already 5 sessions is over. Now in this sixth session we will discuss unknown based questions, unknown values, how to solve unknown values. Okay, we'll take one example for that. Unknown value based questions. One example is find ABC if limit x tends to 0, ax square plus bx plus c by x is equal to 1. Then what is a, b, c? How to find those values? Just see once here. Numerator degree is 2, denominator degree is 1 first point. That means numerator degree is higher than the denominator degree. That means we get infinite. So how to simplify that? We'll see. But here they given it is equal to 1. It is not infinite first point. So we'll do one thing. Take the denominator, split the denominator value, limit x tends to 0, ax square by x plus bx by x plus c by x is equal to 1. Then after solving we get limit x tends to 0, ax it is, then it is plus b, then plus c by x which is equal to 1. Then apply here now in the place of x 0, this is 0, this is b as it is, c by 0 it is infinity, infinity plus something is infinity, but it is equal to 1. So what we get here, this is in the place of x here we are applying 0, then we get infinity. If it is not there, if it is not here, then automatically we get something. Here we will not get infinite first point. So this is not here. How to get not here? Simple thing. Let us consider it is c value is 0. C is 0. Then what is the remaining? Limit x tends to 0, ax plus b is equal to 1. Then what about here? See, in the place of x apply 0. Then what is the remaining value? B is equal to 1. Right? In the place of x apply 0, b is equal to 1. So that's why 0 plus b is equal to 1. Therefore, b is equal to 1. It is okay. Then second value. Sir, what about first a value? In the place of a, you should take any real number that is always 0. So that's why we'll take in the place of a, should take any real value. So that is a belongs to R. This is one of the question for JEE problems. These all are okay. Next one. One more example. Find ABC. Find ABC if limit x tends to infinity now. Ax square, same question, plus bx plus c by x is equal to 1. Same question, but limit will be changed here. Here limit is 0, here limit is infinite. Then how to simplify? See here also. Then check in the place of x apply infinity, then what is the value we get? That is also we get infinity only. Why? Because of numerator degree is greater than the denominator degree. That's why we get infinity always. Pakka. So now here we will do one thing. Split the denominator value, limit x tends to infinity, ax square by x plus bx by x plus c by x is equal to 1. Then what is the remaining value? Limit x tends to infinity, ax it is plus b plus c by x is equal to 1. Now apply in the place of x infinity, this is 0. This is 0 first point. This is 0 means in the place of C, you should take any value that is always 0. So that's why, therefore, C is equal to real value. C is equal to real value. Then what is the remaining here? Limit x tends to infinity, ax plus b is equal to 1. Here in the place of x, you should take infinity. It is infinite. Infinity plus something, it is infinite. Then what to do? Must be 0. Must be 0. Automatically, then b is equal to 1. B is equal to 1. This is the one of the way of simplification. If limit is 0, if limit is infinite. This is the calculation. Right? One more problem, we'll take that. Now, for finding unknown value only, we are taking here, find ABC find ABC find AB only, there is no C here. Limit x tends to infinity, x square plus 1 by x plus 1 minus ax minus b is equal to 0. Then find a and b. This is the simplification. Then what to do here? See, simplify. First of all, take the LCM. Taking LCM, limit x tends to infinity, denominator is x plus 1. This is x square plus 1 it is, minus ax into x plus 1 minus b into x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then limit x tends to 0, x square quotients. Here x square quotient is 1, here x square quotient is minus a. So x square of 1 minus a. Next, x quotient minus a minus b. So plus x into minus a minus b. Then the remaining constants, this is plus 1. Here no constant, here minus b. So plus 1 minus b whole divided by x plus 1 is equal to 0. So limit x tends to infinity, x square into 1 minus a whole divided by 1 plus 1 plus x plus x into minus a minus b whole divided by 1 plus x plus 1 minus b whole divided by 1 plus x, which is equal to 0. Sir, when we get 0, sir, denominator degree is greater than the numerator degree, then it will get equal to 0. But here what happened? Numerator degree is higher than the denominator degree. So it is infinite. But we don't want infinite. So what we do? This is totally 0. Totally 0 means x values, it is not will 0. So what we have? 1 minus a is equal to 0. Then a is equal to 1. Next, here degrees are equal. When the degrees are equal, result is the quotient. The degrees are equal means quotient is minus a minus b. But the result is must be 0. That means this is also you need to take 0 only. That means minus a minus b is equal to 0. Now minus a send that side, minus b is equal to a. Already a value we have 1. So b is equal to minus 1. Right. What about here? Here numerator degree is 0, denominator degree is 1. So automatically 1 minus b is not equal to 0. 1 minus b not equal to 0. So therefore a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 1. Right. Next, one more problem. The question is, limit extends to infinity. Limit extends to infinity a into 2x cube minus x square plus b into x cube minus 5x square plus 1 minus c into 3x cube plus x square whole divided by a into 5x power 4 minus x minus b x power 4 plus c into 4x power 4 plus 1 plus 2x square plus 5x is equal to 1. Then find ABC. Find ABC values. How to find this one? This is also one of the important problem for JEE. Just see once. It is equal to 1. That means a normal value. It is not a 0. It is not a infinity. So what to do here? First point. For getting infinity, numerator degree is higher than the denominator degree. It is not infinity. For getting 0, numerator degree is less than the denominator degree. That is also not here. So it is a normal value. What to do here? We'll do one thing. First of all, separate the coefficients. The coefficients, limit x tends to infinity. Here this is x cube quotient 2a, here x cube quotient is b, here x cube quotient is minus 3c. So I will take here like this, x cube taking outside 2a, next plus b, next minus 3c. Okay, next x square quotient is minus a. Here x square quotient is not here, and here x square quotient is minus c. So plus x square into minus a minus c. Next, x square and x cube both are over, here also over. Then we have x quotient. X quotient is 5b, minus 5b. So x is taking outside, minus 5b. Here no x quotient value. Then only just 5b only. Then remaining constant is not here. Here constant is plus b. Here constant is not here. So plus b only for the constant. Whole divided by, here also, degree of x power 4 quotients. Here we'll take x power 4, take outside. This is 5a and this is minus b and this is 4c. X power 4 quotients, 5a minus b plus 4c. Right? Next, after x power 4, x cube is not here, then x square is only, x square quotient is plus 2x square. Right? Next, x square after then, x quotient here and here we have. So, plus x take outside, this is minus a. Here x quotient is plus 5. Right? Now remaining x power 4 is over, x quotient is over. Constant is remaining. Constant is plus c here. Here it is only plus c. Remaining is not here, which is equal to 1. So what to do here? See, x cube quotient, here x cube quotient is not here. So we need to do x cube quotient must be 0 it is. So 2a plus b minus 3c is equal to 0. Equation number 1. This is the quotient of x cube. Quotient of x cube. Next, in the denominator we have the x power 4 quotient, but in the numerator we don't have any x power 4 quotient. Then that's why quotient of x power 4 is also equal to 0. So 5a minus b plus 4c is equal to 0. That is equation number 2. What is the remaining? Degrees are equal. When the degrees are equal, then we are getting the quotient. The quotient means what we have? Minus a, here minus a minus c. Here we are getting it is 2. Okay. That is one of the value x square quotient, and which is equal to, we have they are given is equal to 1 it is. So it is 1. So now minus a minus c is equal to 2. This is equation number 3. Then you can solve these three equations. Then you get a, b, c values, right? Okay. We'll do later for solving a, b, c values, right? Now we'll take another problem for finding unknown value only. Okay, up to now some more examples we have. Okay, we will take another time. Any problems is there, we will take another time for finding unknown values. Now we will go to another subtopic, series problems. Limit extends to infinite. Extends to infinite means not always infinite it is, sometimes it is also equal to 0. Extends to 0 also it will get something. Okay, we will check once. First of all, we will check some more problems. Series problems, these all are. Limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2 into 3 plus 1 by 3 into 4 plus 1 by 4 into 5 plus and so on 1 by n plus 1 into n plus 2. N plus 1 into n plus 2. This is the question. Then find is equal to what? How to solve this one? See here, we have another way, but we will take one simplification. What is the difference of these both? 3 minus 2, it is 1. So we will give one formula or one trick also. It is you can take it is like a one trick. What is that? 1 by difference of these both. Difference of those both are 1 by 1 into maximum value minus minimum value. That much only. Right? Next, plus difference of these both, that is also 1. Next, 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. Next, plus difference 1 and 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5. Plus and so on. Plus and so on. We have last value is 1 by n plus 1 minus 1 by n plus 2. Up to this is. Then what to do here? See, 1 by 3 will cancel, 1 by 4 will cancel, 1 by 5 also will cancel. Here what will get? Here this one is cancelled. What is the remaining? Limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2 minus 1 by n plus 2. This is, we have the remaining value. Then from this one, n tends to infinity means what to do? How to simplify this one? Simplify means in the place of n apply infinite, this is 1 by 2 minus this is automatically 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity means it is 0. So 1 by 2 minus 0, it is equal to 1 by 2. This is a way of simplification. We'll take one more problem, right? For this one, I'll give one trick. It is without solving this one also, just direct simplification. Direct simplification, limit n tends to infinity only we have, but it is how to solve without solving these all things means 1 by difference of first and second into 1 by first value. That is equal to 1 by 1 into 1 by 2. That is the trick. We'll take one more problem. We'll see. We get or not. Same. Question number. Limit n tends to infinity. N tends to infinity. 1 by 2 into 3 into 4 plus 1 by 3 into 4 into 5 plus and so on. 1 by n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3. This is the series problem. Then how to solve here also same. So, see, difference of these both. Now here, difference of 2 and 4. That means first and last, 1 into 2, it is same. 1 by 2 into 3. Now, how to simplify? Same. Difference of those both 1 by 2 into lower minus, sorry, maximum minus minimum. Okay. Next, here it is, we get one value. Sorry, I have done some mistake. See here, 3 values we have. So that's why we will do 1 by 2, difference of 2 and 4 into 1 by 2 into 3 minus 1 by 3 into 4 plus difference of these both 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 into 4 minus 1 by 4 into 5 and so on. 1 by n plus 1 into n plus 2 minus 1 by n plus 2 into n plus 3. N plus 2 into n plus 3. This is we have. Then check it once. These both are cancelled. Then these both are cancelled here. Then we are getting this is cancelled. What we have the remaining value. So limit n tends to infinity. N tends to infinity. 1 by 2 into the remaining is 1 by 2 into 3 minus 1 by n plus 2 into n plus 3. So this is totally 0. Why? Because 1 by infinity we are getting. So 1 by infinity means it is 0. So that is equal to limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2 into 1 by 6 minus 0. So finally 1 by 12 it is. What is the trick? What is the trick? Same. Difference of these both 1 by 2 into multiplication of first two values 1 by 2 into 3. That is the simplification without solving, direct calculation, difference into first two values. Here difference into first value. Here 3 values we have, that's why difference into first two values. That is only. Simple thing it is, very easy, and we need some basic information. I am given already basic total information I am given in the last sessions. If you are not done anybody they are not seeing, please check it once. You have any doubts, please send your opinion. Okay, Now, we'll take one more problem, that is limit. Very good. This is not a series problem, it is like a series only, but very important and very easy also. It is question number, limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity 3 power n plus 4 power n whole power 1 by n it is. Then what is the value? Check here. What is the value here? Here you check one first point, n tends to infinity is the first point. So we'll check 3 power infinity. 3 means above 1 it is. Above 1 power infinity is infinity. Infinity plus infinity always infinity. Infinity power 0. Infinity power 0. What they are called? Determinate or indeterminate form? It is a indeterminate form. Then how to solve, sir, this one? Simple thing. Which is the highest value, that is you take outside. Limit n tends to infinity 4 power n take outside, then automatically you get 1 by n remaining 3 by n by 4 power n plus 1 it is. Then n will cancel. Limit n tends to infinity 4 into 3 by 4 whole power n plus 1 it is. Right. Now see here, 3 by 4 means it is above 1 or below 1? Below 1. Below 1 power infinity is always 0. In the place of n you should take infinite. Below 1 power infinity is always 0. So 4 into 0 plus 1, answer is 4. Trick without solving. Trick we have. What is that? Which is the highest value from this one? Which is the highest value? 4. That is the answer. Direct. We'll take one more problem. One more. Limit n tends to infinity 3 power n, 4 power n, 5 power n plus 6 power n whole power 1 by n. What is the answer? Direct. By using trick, answer is 6. Why? Because take the highest value outside. Then automatically 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6 plus 1 whole power infinite. 3 by 6 means that is below 1, 4 by 6 below 1, 5 by 6 below 1. Below 1 power infinity is always 0. So finally 6 into 1, answer is 6 it is. So without solving, if you want simplification, just you see once here. Otherwise, this is the trick. Which is the highest value in this, that is the answer. When, sir, always infinite, sir. Suppose they are not given infinite. If it is they are given 0, then what to do? We'll see that one also. See here. We'll check that. Suppose limit x tends to 0. 3 power 1 by x plus 4 power 1 by x plus 5 power 1 by x plus 6 power 1 by x whole power x only. Sir, when these all are getting, first of all, it is infinity power 0 or not. If it is infinite power 0 form, then if it is infinite power 0 form, then it is applicable. If it is not infinite power 0 form, it will not applicable. Just check it once. Apply in the place of x 0, 3 power infinite, 4 power infinite, 5 power infinite, 6 power infinite. Automatically total is infinite only. Infinite power 0 form. Okay. Then what to do here? Same. Which is the highest value? That is you take outside 6 power 1 by x whole power x. This is 0, 0, 0 plus 1. Limit x tends to 0. Then automatically x will cancel. Answer is 6. So remember, x tends to 0 or x tends to infinity. That is not important. It is in the form of infinite power 0 or not. That is the main point. If it is infinite power 0 form, then Automatically, which is the highest value, that is the answer. Direct it is. Right? Next, one more problem. This is also very important. One more problem is limit x tends to 0, 1 power cosecant square x plus 2 power cosecant square x plus 3 power cosecant square x plus and so on n power cosecant square x, n power cosecant square x whole power secant square x, whole power secant square x. What is the answer? First of all, infinite power 0 or not, check once. It is x tends to 0, 1 power cosecant 0, sin 0 is 0, cosecant 0 is infinite, 1 power infinite, above 1, exactly this is 1. This is infinite, 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 total infinite. Infinite plus 1, it is infinite only. Infinite power secant 0. Secant 0 means cos 0 is 1. This is also secant power 0 only. 1 minute. It is x tends to 0, right? Secant 0 only it is. So direct answer, which is the highest value, that is the answer. It is here. Answer is n. Right? Next. Next one. Next one is one more question. Limit, I am taking two limits. One is n tends to infinity, another one is m tends to infinity. One is n tends to infinity, another one is m tends to infinity. So, question is 1 plus nth root of 1 power n plus 2 power n. Next, nth root of 2 power n plus 3 power n plus and so on nth root of m minus 1 whole power n plus m power n whole divided by m square. Whole divided by m square it is. Then what to do here? See, first of all, limit n tends to infinity. It is m tends to infinity 1 plus 1 power n plus 2 power n whole power 1 by n. 2 power n plus 3 power n whole power 1 by n and so on m minus 1 whole power n plus m power n whole power 1 by n whole divided by, it is m square. See, first of all, we will apply here. First point is 1 as it is. Here this is infinite power 0. So, which is the highest value, that is you should take, that is 2. Here this is also infinite power 0, you should take which is the highest value, that is 3. Here also same, this is m power infinite power 0, which is the highest value, that is you should take, that means it is m by m square. Here what we are taken, n tends to infinite, we are applying here. Then what we have the remaining? We have remaining is m tends to infinity only. Here we have m tends to infinity only. Then what to do here? I am given already one trick. Difference of numerator degree and denominator degree, difference of numerator and denominator degree is 1, then difference by power of the denominator 2, that is equal to 1 by 2 answer. This is a very good question. Just check it once. Right. Next, one more problem. See, limit n tends to infinity problem. It is also a very good question. It is, and it is very easy, but for saying it is very tough. It is limit n tends to infinity (1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4 plus and so on minus 2n by root over n square plus 1 plus root over 4n square minus 1. This is the question. Then what to do here? See, simple thing. Let us take, I am taking total terms are 2n terms. So, I will take here one pairs, two pairs. 1 minus 2 it is minus 1, 3 minus 4 is minus 1, 5 minus 6 is also minus 1. Like that, how many values we are getting here? Total 2n terms, but we are taking two terms are one pair. So total n pairs we are getting here. Remember, n pairs we are getting. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 and so on, minus 1, n pairs they are. N pairs, whole divided by, this is as it is, no changes, n square plus 1 plus root over 4n square minus 1 it is. Now total n pairs, that means minus n we have, limit n tends to infinity minus n by root over n square plus 1 plus root over 4n square minus 1. See, check here. What is the degree of numerator? 1. Here you are taking n square is outside, this is 1. N, here n square you are taking outside, this is degree is also 1. So numerator degree and denominator degree equal. Degrees are equal. Then what to do? Take the quotients. That is the answer. Here the quotient of the numerator is minus 1. Here the quotient of the denominator is root 1. Here it is root 4. So minus 1 by 1 plus 2, that is equal to minus 1 by 3. Direct it is. Already we know degrees are equal in the numerator and denominator when n tends to infinity only. That is must remember. Degrees are equal, then take the quotients only. That is the answer. Okay, right? Next, one more problem we will take. That is see here, one more problem. Limit x tends to infinity 2x plus 3 factorial by x plus 1 whole cube into 3x factorial. Then what is the value? See here, already you know, everyone they know 4 factorial can be written by 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Sir, suppose 5 factorial, that is also written by 5 into 4 factorial. Or this is also written by 5 into 4 into 3 factorial also. Both are same. So here also I am taking limit x tends to infinity 2x plus 3. Next one is 2x plus 2, 2x plus 1. Next one is 2x factorial. 1 minute, I am taking something wrong. Question. It is a 3x plus 3. It is, sorry. It is a 3x plus 3. So, 3x plus 3, 3x plus 2, 3x plus 1. It is a 3x factorial whole divided by this is a x plus 1 whole cube and this is a 3x factorial. Both are cancelled. What is the numerator degree here? The degree of the numerator is x cube. Degree of the denominator is also x cube. So, numerators and denominators degrees are equal, then take the quotients. Here the quotient is 3 into 3 into 3. Whole divided by 1. So, answer is 27. Answer is 27. One more we have. That is little bit lengthy problem, but it is very easy. By using sandwich theorem, we can solve that one. By using the sandwich theorem, just see the question first point. It is a little bit confusion question. It is. Question is limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity n by n square plus 1. Next n by n square plus 2 and so on plus n by n square plus n. This is we have. Then what is the value of that? See, by using sandwich theorem, what is the sandwich theorem? See here, this is f of x and this is g of x. Let us consider this is h of x. Here the height is same here, right? So first one is f of x, second one is g of x, third one is h of x. Let us consider. So automatically h of x is less than g of x is less than f of x. Sometimes they are also equal at x is equal to a. This is the sandwich theorem. By using that, we can write here which is the least value, which is the highest value. That is, we need first point. Which is the least value means n by n square plus n. By comparatively this one, this is the highest value. Why? Because numerator values are all the same. So in the place of n, you should take 1. Just by verification only, this is 2. Here also you are taking 2. Okay, we will take 2 n in the place of n. This is 2 square, 4 plus 1 5, 2 square, 4 plus 2 it is 6. It is almost, it is automatically this is the least value, which is the denominator is highest, that is the least value it is. So let us consider this total is considered as L. So L is greater than or equal to n by n square plus n plus n by n square plus n and so on, n by n square plus n. It is already this type of problems we have done in the last session. It is a good question also, and which is the least value, that is also number of times. How many we are taking number of times? So total n times it is. Total n times. Here also we will take n by n plus 1, sorry, n square plus 1 plus n by n square plus 1 and so on, n by n square plus 1. Here what we can do? Total n times we have. That means 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 into 3. X plus x plus x, x into 3 it is. Like that also here, n into n by n square plus 1 greater than or equal to L greater than or equal to n into n by n square plus n. Now applying limit n tends to infinity, here also applying limit n tends to infinity, then what we have get? Numerator degree and denominator degree both are equal. Degrees are equal means automatically those quotients are the answer. Here the quotient is 1. L is equal to 1. So therefore L is equal to 1. That means this total value is equal to 1 it is. Thank you.